3 years ago, my district had teachers from various schools create thematic units and performance tasks. However, when looking at some of these lessons, they aren't completely aligned with Common Core standards. For instance, when I taught 6th grade, the lesson would have students know the formulas for various shapes. However, the new Common Core standards state that students need to be able to formulate these formulas on their own instead of just memorizing them. When looking at if teachers can adjust the instruction in response to data, when looking at our data, less than 20% of students in math and language arts at my school are meeting standards according to Smartest Balance testing. I addressed my concern with both my principal and assistant principal, but they stated that we had to stick to the district-created RCD units because the district is requiring us to report all of our scores for our students based on these RCD units that they created for every single assessment. I told them that I want to start using Engage New York, and that they said that I can add it in to my already curriculum. But however, when you're looking at the language arts Engage New York curriculum, it's thematic, and so it doesn't align with the district's performance tasks. So, for instance, I think like one of the first ones for Engage New York is about civil rights, but for my district, they're talking about body systems. So I can't have them do the performance task for my district and align it with Engage New York. It won't go along with the district-created performance task. However, I believe that it is really important to be able to have more flexibility as a teacher. Before they had created these, they had the flexibility, but I think some of the teachers, they were not doing it, and they were just doing the old state standards, and they weren't doing any of the Common Core standards. So as a result, they started forcing teachers to report back, but now we don't have any flexibility, and looking at our scores, it doesn't seem like they're doing that well, but it's hard because we only have so far 1 year of results to go by. And it says, does a culture of mutual accountability currently exist among teachers, principals, and district personnel? I would say yes, definitely. Our district is the one who's creating the curriculum. So it kind of goes in 3 ways. So, teachers will talk about sometimes that the curriculum's not working, and so then it becomes the district personnel's responsibility to find curriculum that is going to cover these standards, as well as it's the job of the principals to help support the teachers, and then it's the teacher's job to make sure that they are fully implementing these the curriculum that they have available to them. However, so far with the Smart and Balanced results, they have not been mentioned this year. They did not talk about the last year's results at all to us. And they said going into the test they knew our results were going to probably be pretty low. And but we do use the NWA MAP testing system, which assesses students 3 times a year, and this is like a growth model assessment. And at the end of the year, districts discuss the growth each school made with the administrator. And then based on these results, administrators find ways to help teachers increase their goals. So, the district looks at these scores, they discuss with the administrators how they can assess, they can help us, and the administrators come back, and it's their job to assist us to help make sure that we are making growth with our students. And then how is data being used for student placement into classes? So currently at my school, we call them pinks and blues, pinks for the girls and blues for the boys, that we fill out these cards and they say, what's their behavior, what's their, how are they performing in math and in language arts in their class, but as well it has the MAP testing results on there, which shows where they're performing based to the national average for their grade level. And we try to ensure that there's a balance in every class, so that not one single class has a majority of advanced students, or that one class has a majority of students performing low, as well as we look at CELT scores to ensure that EL learners are divided up into classes so that they have native speakers around them that can help them with their language development. We don't want all EL learners in one class. And then looking at how could more types of data be brought in to ensure expanded learning opportunities for students. At my school, I would really like to have assessments in which we can help identify what levels our advanced students are performing at, and then create enrichment classes for them. Currently at my district, we do not have a GATE program, so these students do not have opportunities to work, at their level and to, advance on. As well as we have a lot of behavior issues at my school, so I'd really like to look at referral data, analyze the data, see what are the main reasons students are being sent to the office, and then create a plan on how we can change these behaviors. And that would be, for those students to be learning better as well as their peers, when they're creating these instructions in the class.